Hello everyone! Today we've got a fun new idea to explore. Apparently, as it turns out, if you get engaged to an NPC before a festival happens and then talk to them at the festival, you get some unique dialogue that I had no idea even existed. The example I was given is if you get engaged to Sebastian a few days before the Spirit's Eve festival and then talk to him at the festival, you get some special dialogue. So we're going to see if that happens at any other festivals with any other NPCs. This is going to be a bit of a time-consuming process to get engaged, married, divorced, skip to festivals, rinse, repeat, but I think it's going to be worth it. So the first step in this little process is probably making sure Sebastian loves us currently, which he probably should because I'm a lovable guy. Oh, and he's already my boyfriend, so that's easy. So on the 26th of fall, I'm going to go ahead and get engaged to him. Then we're going to talk to him at Spirit's Eve Festival and see if anyone else has any unique dialogue for that matter. Maybe everyone's going to be happy about our engagement. The tricky thing to remember about the Spirit's Eve Festival is it isn't on the last day of fall, it's on the second last day. But we can't skip right to that day yet because we of course need to get engaged to our favorite mopey vampire. Why is he face down in his bed? I should just leave him there like that, maybe he'll suffocate. I'm just kidding, we don't want to suffocate Sebastian, we want to marry him. We can suffocate him after. I've been reading a book about a farmer, reminds me a lot of you actually. It probably was about me. I've had a lot of cool books written about me. Sorry if that creeps you out, not at all. By the way, I'm proposing to you while you're in bed. In 3 days, so that means tomorrow, we're good to go for the festival. Did you hear the good news? I'm about to marry that kid that's not yours. Maru sure spends a lot of time working those gadgets of hers. I notice you never talk about Sebastian. Why is that? Festival time. Now, if I'm understanding this correctly, I should be able to talk to Sebastian here, and he's going to mention these skeletons. It would be interesting to have one of these on the farm. Not entirely what I was expecting, but it actually would. Maybe we can get one. Okay, he didn't give the dialogue there, but I did see a screenshot of the example, so it's got to be possible to do. Maybe we'll try with Shane next year. Why is there no more pumpkin ale? Between you and Pam, I think we got it covered. I might actually restart the day to see if Sebastian is going to do the dialogue. Sebastian, let's get it right this time. It would be interesting to have one of these on the farm. Okay, apparently he's not going for the dialogue this time. Shane decided to move away from the skeletons. What about you, sir? Do you want to get married? Marlon? Don't get too close to the cage. Yeah, that's definitely not something I would do. Do you want to get married? Hi. Yeah, they want to get married. Pam. I'll come to any event with free grub. You won't see me in the haunted maze, though. You never see the Pam coming. She's like a ghost. She'll get you when you least expect it. This one didn't go as planned. Not sure if it makes a difference what day you get engaged on. Maybe I had to get engaged one day earlier to activate the dialogue. I'm not really sure yet. The next festival we have is the Festival of Ice, and that's shortly into winter. First things first, now that we're happily married, I want you to know I'm disappointed in your fair dialogue. You don't even have anything to say now, so I'm doubly disappointed. So that makes this part a lot easier. There you go. Now we have an interesting choice for the Festival of Ice. We'll be fishing against Pam, Willie, and Elliot. Now I know what you're thinking, that's not a lot of good choices, and no, it is not. But seeing as we can compete against Elliot at this festival, we're going to get engaged to him to see if he has any fun dialogue while we're there. Hey, look who made it out of the house into the bright, cold snow. He's taking a weird path. Sebastian's a weird guy. Let's follow him for a sec, since this is all about NPCs anyway. Why is he going this way? He's walking through the snow. Oh, he's going back to his basement. Might as well just stay there, by the way. You're not going to like the morning at my house. So what we're going to do is get engaged so that we would be married on the day of the festival. That might actually be the trigger now that I think about it. So we're going to get engaged on the 4th. The wedding would be on the 7th, but it's a festival instead. So we're going to get engaged to Elliot on the 4th. Are we in love with Elliot yet? More specifically, is he in love with me? He is, but we need to give him a bouquet of flowers. So we're going to go do that. Hello. I like the dialogue when they pop into houses. That's something else I need to explore. No, he doesn't want to talk. Okay, fine. Take that. You want to get more serious? I feel the same way. I will see you in 3 more days. Small correction, the Festival of Ice is on the 8th of winter, so I'm going to skip to the 5th to get engaged. This could be interesting in itself because normally you can't really get engaged in winter. You can, but what you need to do is buy the mermaid pendant ahead of time because the old mariner doesn't show up at the beach in winter because it can't rain. Hopefully Elliot's at home today. It's nice of you to visit. It really is. I have to brush my hair daily or else it'll clump up into messy knots. That's a pretty tough life. It's a lot of work. You're a lot of work. I'll set everything up. We'll have the ceremony in 3 days. Or will we? I'll see you then, Elliot. Or apparently we'll just get married on the festival day. I didn't think you could get married on the same day as the festival, but boy, did I learn something new today. We are still going to take a look at what exactly happens for dialogue at the Festival of Ice. I'm not really sure. Maybe he'll have some different dialogue anyway, being that we're recently married. And he doesn't want to talk. The Festival of Ice has begun near Marnie's ranch. It's kind of funny in the upper right because normally it shows a heart there when it's your wedding day, but today it's not doing it. Hiya, spouse. I know you beat me in fishing competition, but I don't mind. I'm just here for the fun of it. That's pretty disappointing. I was hoping for some better dialogue than that. But in theory, we're trying to make everyone engaged while we're at festivals, not married. I don't know if I would have changed there anyway. What's the next festival? I don't want to do this one anymore. Next is the Feast of the Winter Star. I don't know if we're going to be able to make any good dialogue appear there, because I just can't really picture the circumstance that would activate it. The only thing I could think of was if you got engaged to your Secret Santa victim, but I'm not going to do that simply because I don't want to go through 200 years worth of mail first. So we're going to skip ahead to the spring festivals. But before we get any further than this, Elliot's got to go because I don't want to get backlogged with spouses. The first festival we're going to encounter... Why am I wearing my tuxedo still? The first festival we're going to encounter is the Egg Festival. That's on the 13th. We compete against Abigail and the kids at the festival. Now, we can, of course, only marry Abigail for reasons that should be obvious, and if they're not, get help. So we're going to skip ahead to the 11th, get engaged to Abigail. 2 days later is the Egg Festival. A day after that is the marriage. Abigail's going to need a little bit of work before we get there, so let's go find her. Pierre, you seem to have a strange colored slime in your store. It's almost like a bronze color. That's kind of neat. Good luck with that. Abigail, before you go too far, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too. I want to take my mind off things for a while. How's your day going? Well, I'm glad you asked. Good enough to give you one of these. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that should boost you all the way up because I'm a cheater and all you need is a mermaid pendant. But we can't give that to you just yet. We've got a few more days to skip. Good morning, my purple-haired idiot. Do you feel like everything seems unreal lately? Like we're inside a video game? Not in a bad way, though. Well, speaking of a bad way, we're getting married. I'll see you at the Egg Festival, where your dad is suspiciously hiding over by Joja Mart away from everyone else. We've been engaged for 2 full days now. The Egg Festival is ready to go in town, so let's go see Abigail's thoughts on that. And maybe also when I beat her. I think if she doesn't have any dialogue, we're going to do the Egg Festival. I'm going to win, then I'm going to laugh at her, then I'm going to divorce her. Hopefully she has some unique festival dialogue somewhere in there. Here she is now with the other one we tried. Go away. We're adversaries until the egg hunt is over. Is that new dialogue? That might be. Well, we are adversaries. Harvey, get out of here. You're not our friend. We used to do a rotten egg toss. Mary Lewis put an end to that pretty quick. Yeah, you're kind of full of bad ideas. Interesting. That might actually be unique dialogue. So, let's start the Egg Festival. I'm going to crush these kids and Abigail and then see if she has anything else to say. I guess Maru and Sam are technically also competing in this, but Abigail always wins, so she was the best choice anyway. All right, off we go. You know what? You guys don't have to watch this. Just be assured that I'm going to win. Wow, look at all these eggs. Now if only I could get you kids to pick up litter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, get to the results. I'm obviously the winner. Abigail's going to be crushed, and then she's going to be doubly crushed because I don't marry losers. Wait, we go straight back to the farm after the festival, don't we? So let's hurry back into town and see if we can actually go talk to Abigail in any weird way. I know I can open Pierre's door again. I don't think she's going to have any dialogue because we can't actually interact. This idea just isn't working so great. The original concept of it was fine, but the execution, my end of things, ain't working so well. Where's Pam going? Where are you going? Okay, I guess she's going to go take the bus for a joyride. No wonder it broke the first time. I guess because it's still technically a festival, even if I change the time, you can't go into the store because everything's locked on a festival day. So Abigail may or may not have had festival dialogue there. Unique dialogue. I'm not really sure. Maybe someone could verify that one. Right. Since I'm not really getting any proper dialogue from anyone that I can detect, change of plans. We're going to return back to where this whole idea started with Sebastian and the Spirits Eve Festival. I know he's capable of producing that dialogue, so 1 year later, we're going to give it a try again. I've just divorced Shane. He'll be out tomorrow. We'll start on Sebastian again. I just need to go delete his memory. Maybe also Prismatic Sharded Child that might have showed up along the way. This one's a simple 30,000 gold, but I just can't be at this place without doing this. Here we go. This time he's sunny side up. That's going to make all the difference in the world. I can feel it. You're the new farmer, aren't you? Yes. Here. We're, pretty much engaged. What about you? Beautiful. You ready for me yet? Is this a joke? I don't get it. Well, we're here, actually. Are you ready for this? Oh, okay, you are. Cool. Well, what do you got to say then? I didn't know you felt the same way. I don't. Do you know that my dad loves ice cream? It would make a great gift. Is your dad willing to marry me? Because if not, he's not getting any ice cream. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get re-engaged to Sebastian on the 25th of fall. On the 27th of fall is the Spirits Eve Festival, where he's going to make some witty dialogue about the skeletons. This time, get it right, you idiot. Speaking of which, in a couple days, I'm going to be living on a farm. I can't believe it. Neither can I. I'm happy though. In 3 days, you're also going to be living right back in that bed. Round 2, right where we started again. I know this can work. Well, here goes nothing. It would be interesting to have one of these on the farm. Sebastian, I hate you so much right now. One of my iridium-infused maces would make quick work of these things. How come I don't have one of those, Clint? Why don't you make me one of those? By the way, that guy outside wants to murder you pretty badly. Alright, well, this is one of those ideas that had high potential. I just failed in the execution part somehow. I could not get anything to trigger, and I don't have any time to play with this any further right now because I'm moving. So unfortunately, that's going to be as good as this one gets. I hope you like this giant failure. Thanks for watching.